each other in God. And so I think if we look at the communion of saints and we see people that have had a profound impact on our lives, we can see the same thing with our pets. You know, I've had many pets growing up, and I remember the first time my pet cat, Samantha, died, I bawled my eyes out. I was probably in 7th grade and cried for a few days. But you know what? I thank God for that experience because it prepared me for more difficult deaths to come. It's not to minimize the suffering that animals cause us, because they do become parts of our family. But it's a very good thing for kids to grow up and be raised with pets, to experience the concept of death that we have in our world, and to understand, the discipline that comes through, taking care of an animal. That if you neglect your pet's gonna do things to rebel against that neglect, like leaving presents for you all over the house, or tearing up the curtains or the Christmas tree, whatever it may be. So animals require attention and devotion, just like our souls do. And when we ignore our souls and our spirits, they rebel against us. And I think this is what we're seeing very painfully in our society today, and what's been part and parcel of the world for a long time. Now, St. Francis, he was a very bold man. I think sometimes we see images of St. Francis of Assisi with, he's holding his hand out and birds are coming to feed from his hand or whatnot. He's looking very holy, pious, and lovey-dovey. But Francis was, if I may be permitted to say, a very bad man. Not that he was not good, but that he was a man that was very bold. And when confronted by his father, when Francis had wanted to go off and devote his life to God and live in poverty, his father rejected that. Said, well, look at everything that I've given you. He wanted Francis to go off to law school, to become rich, like any normal father would want for his son, to be successful and famous and rich. And Francis said no, and after his father challenged him in this way, I believe it was in front of the bishop and in front of a lot of people in the town square, he literally stripped off all his clothes, dropped them to the ground, and walked away naked, because he knew that everything that he had that was of value was from God, and not from his father, and not from this world. That's what Francis can teach us today. It's not about him being cuddly with animals and, oh, look at how cute, how nice creation is, but that all of creation is a love letter written to us by God himself, if we only have eyes to see. We experience it in the love of our spouses and friendships, the love of our pets, the beauty of nature, from the vastness of the sky to the intricate details of the ants crawling on the ground. Everything speaks to God's glory if we only open our eyes. St. Francis understood this well, and that's why today he's among the most popular saints, even years and years later. St. Francis of Assisi, pray for us.